Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So today I felt like showcasing some of the items, some of the gifts that I've been given by the Yowie people down at my local research area. Alright, let's get stuck into it, shall we? Alright, so this one here is just a fishing jig, fishing lure, whatever you want to call it. It's actually missing the head and the tail on it, and the tail is what gives it the action and makes it function underwater, which catches your fish. So it's pretty much rendered useless now. But I mean, it's the thought that counts, and it's just the fact that it's from them, and they also like they also did it when or with like a lot of other fishing things at the time, fishing items and stuff that they left out. So it was just hilarious that, you know, when I saw this, I just thought, you're joking me. It just gave me a good laugh. But yeah, it's pretty insignificant. Now this one, another fishing lure. I found this the day before that jig, I think. Definitely no more than 2 days before it. I think it literally was the day before though, because I remember it was just getting stupid at one point. I thought, what is going on? You can see there on the right, it's missing a barb on the treble. So it's old. I reckon it was in that creek for at least 5, I'd say 10, maybe even 20 years. And you actually can't get this pattern anymore, this model. The red and black spots on the yellow. So, seeing as it's discontinued, I don't really want to use it, because knowing my luck, I'll use it. I'll tie it up, cast it out, and I'll get snagged first bloody cast, and yeah, there it goes. But it would be cool to catch a fish on it, especially because it was left out by them. So yeah, that was a nice little find. Now this was found no more than 100 feet from the fishing lures. This blowtorch here, I'm pretty sure it's a decent brand too. It's well built, I know that much. It's got, look at the screws down there. That's not focusing. Yeah, she works fine. So that was a score. This is a kind of thing that I wouldn't buy one, but I'll definitely take one, or it's definitely good to have handy. Oh, I nearly forgot this. This rod holder. So this was just in the open, bloody, when I walked into one of the little spots there. I got it at the same time as all the other fishing stuff, the other lures, and when that bit of snap rod was in the tree, it was all happening within like that week and a half, 2-week period. So I found that pretty funny. But yeah, it just goes in the dirt like that, and then your rod sits in the top. Now this hair here, I found this up by the structure, and it's pretty black. It's got a few grey or white hairs there, you can see in the middle and around the end. I just tied it around it because it was just fraying out of control, and yeah, it pretty much is again now. But I need to put it under a microscope. My uncle's got one, and he said he'd give it to me. He doesn't want it, and he didn't know about the hair or anything. I didn't tell him. It was funny because I found this, and then 2 weeks later, I was at my uncle's Christmas time, and he said, "Oh, do you want a microscope?" And I thought, what are the chances of that? But anyway, so that'll be really interesting to put under there and see what happens. And when I found this, I smelt it, and it smelt clean. It smelled as if whatever it came off just had a bath and washed itself really well, and then just ripped off some of its hair, because it had this smell of, it wasn't shampoo or chemicals, but it just smelled like clean hair. I don't really know how to explain it, but I thought that was pretty interesting. And I also found it I'm not sure if it was 2 weeks before or after I found the footprint down at the creek, the decent footprint. So, and I think that footprint's off a female because of the size of it, and that it hasn't grown. Like that footprint, I haven't seen it grow in years now. Like it's that same size. So yeah, but so I think that this could be off the same creature or being. I don't know. I just feel like that specific being is drip feeding me evidence. It could be the same one that's left all the fishing gear out and all of that. I'm not too sure, but anyway. Last but not least, probably the star of the show is Cool Rock. So the story with this was, I was just sitting on the bank out in the open, and I discovered it and I thought, oh, that's cool, but I didn't want to take it because I wasn't sure, and I was going away the next day, so I thought, right, I'm gonna leave it here, and when I get back, if it's still here, then I'm going to assume that's the all clear to take it. So there was a tree right like a few meters away from where I found it, and there was grass at the bottom of the tree, so I just stashed it in there so nobody would see it, but they still would know where it is, and they didn't take it, so I took it. Pretty cool. Alright, that is it. I've got some trail cams here. I got a 2-pack on $90 for two, 44, 45 each. Yeah, I'm gonna put these out today. Actually, I'm about to go retrieve another trail camera from a location where there's leopard evidence, where there's all the scratch marks on a tree. I'll probably set these ones up close to that. And yeah, the other one, the one that's set up now, it's been there for 2 nights now, and it's been raining both nights, especially yesterday it was pissing down, so it'll be very interesting to see if it passed the rain test. And yeah, that's all right. And the theft test, but I don't think anybody's going to walk down to where I put it, and if they do, it's probably not going to be someone like a thief. Probably just be a normal bushwalker or dog walker. But yeah, 2 of these, they're not throwaways, but they're just cheapies, so if they get stolen or whatever, it is what it is. They don't the SD can't watch what you've recorded on the camera though. You have to put the SD card in a computer and then view it, so it's one of those situations where I'm just gonna have to, whatever it records, I'm gonna have to take the SD card out or take the whole camera, and then come home and then check what's on it and then put it back out again. So it's kind of annoying, but that's what you get for the price. But it is what it is. Now I know that the cheap ones don't have specific functions on them, but the $100 ones, $120 ones, they're what you want. They've got all the functions and screen and this and that. So, but anyway, that's it. I don't know. Be good or be good at it.